Developed by Crow. Dave. I'm Dave. Please choose a thing. English. English or Spanish? Nah, never played it. Confirm. Please enter a current time. It's 6. Alright. Let's go. Oh. You're there. Begin the game. The end is never the end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
This is a story of a man named Johnson
Stanley
with an
worked for a
S.
company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Should have been
Employee
420.
number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and
Hey, look, it's that one scientist from Black Mesa.
orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in
Ooh,
what.
yeah.
This is what employee 427 did every day.
You just press buttons.
Of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending,
Soul-rending?
every moment that the orders
I don't have a dictionary with me.
though he had been
Oh,
made
it's a video game. He's inside the video game.
Stanley was happy.
I am super happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
The Stanley
Something that
Parable.
would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him
Press
to follow.
M for 5
No one
seconds.
showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Hi.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was
Watch
very
Digital
clearly
Circus
wrong.
on
Sharp,
YouTube.
frozen solid. Stanley
No,
found
I was
himself
planning to
unable
watch.
to move for the
I'm
longest
sorry,
time.
Stanley.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses,
That's why I said
he got up
wife.
from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, wait. Let's think about like making the, watching the Digital Circus. Watching Digital Circus
All of his
video.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The E key makes
No
computer
matter
noises.
how hard Stanley looked,
Oh, come
he
on.
couldn't find a trace of his coat. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor did it look... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
No.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you went to the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort.
I
the
know what
world's
it is. I
ready.
wanted to walk forward. Let's go. Sorry, Stanley. Or no, not Stanley.
When Stanley
two
came to a
doors.
set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, no, it doesn't work anymore. Oh, door on its left. Good. I have a laptop so I can do it multiple times. I bet you get an achievement if you do it like, the amount of times, or no, same amount of times as the number on the
Yet there
door.
was not a single person here either.
Tips for
Feeling
not
worthy
getting
of disbelief,
fired.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Ooh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
My life is narrated.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I didn't. Okay, actually, I'll follow the rules. I don't want to get... This is like a custom narrated game where you get like a billion endings, so I don't want to ruin that. Boss. That's not the boss's room, it's the Executive's room. I got the feeling money for stealing, but not yours, of course. To say that burly piece. Or ruin that. Now let's close the door behind us because that's the nice thing to do. It's over here. I wonder if I have a hair in my eye.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Yo.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Alright,
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of
What'd
course,
you say?
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
I think I died.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I also have this Left 4 Dead 2. These, you know, the props. Donut. Oh. What? Loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Peculiar.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his
Elevator.
job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
You mean depression or something? I don't know what she said. That's more focusing on the
Stanley walked
elevators.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. Well, I mean, I'll read that and go into it. Button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Television.
What horrible secret did this place hold?
Oh, come on.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find
Why
out?
can I not jump? Oh, she can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. Oh, man.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one
Oh
of them,
my
eternally
god.
monitored in this place where freedom meant
Oh, fired. Fired. Button.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only
Government
reason he was
secrets.
happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Basically, every Twitter user that flexes over others for having a shitty job.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His
Oh.
own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his
Yes, it is
entire
possible.
life utterly blind to the world?
Oh,
Was
this.
the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Where the dismantler area at? Man, I wish I could jump. Or sprint. Oh, you have a bunch of buttons. Mind control idle, waiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power,
I was getting a bunch of money and now I have to...
And a rising chill of
I don't know.
uncertainty. Was it over?
I hope.
Yes. He had won.
I
He had
finished the
defeated
game.
machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Oh, I wonder.
His co-workers gone.
They
How
went
had
to
he been
Alcatraz.
freed from the machine's
Wait, what's
grip?
Alcatraz?
What
That
other
prison from
mysteries
Harry
did
Potter
this
or not? I
strange
don't know.
building hold? But as sunlight streamed
I
into
just
the
said that.
chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Oh
No
my
longer would anyone
god.
tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Yeah, 11
Whatever
minutes.
life he lives, it will be his. And that was
I
all
wonder,
he
is this the type of game you can't
It was
speedrun?
perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze
Oh my
upon his
god.
skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Yes.
Stanley was happy.
Beat the game. No, that was not actually beating the game. This is like the, the end is loading. It's like the game where, like, you go everywhere and everywhere. Maybe this will start. Start clicking the doors. Are you gonna work? Okay, you're not gonna
All
work.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story.
Come
in any
on.
way.
Come on. You're not gonna make that anymore?
Oh, please. Are you
Yes,
really
I'm doing
just
this
doing
for
this for the
achievement.
achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly
Wait, I
5
can just walk with
clicks.
right click.
Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times.
1,
I
2,
would
3.
say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble
Shut up.
cause.
I want it. I want it. I
Perhaps
want it
50
right now.
clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
I got like 2 keyboards because I have a laptop and a custom keyboard.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the
My
way, no matter
name
what
is
the
not
cost.
Stanley,
Why
it's
don't you go
Rick.
put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Sure. 417. What's in here? 417. Damn it. What's this? Okay, that is nothing. Alright.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Alright. Aye aye, Captain. Wait a minute. Oh, there.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Alright, let's go to 415. 415.
Now, back to door number 437.
It's a long game. What's this? Oh, come on. Wait, what if I get all of the computers? 437. Oh, not there. It's over here.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
The copy machine.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Why am I smiling?
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Where 419? Oh. Getting somewhere.
This is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Alright, 416.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
That voice is giving me so much hype for some reason. Copy machine.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing.
My God.
You really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now? What were you thinking?
I don't know. Alright, let's go. Maybe, like, we'll, like, go, like, we'll not follow what he's doing, and we'll just go the opposite ways.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a
Well, I've seen this fun from Counter-Strike.
It been worth the detour after all.
I mean, this was a source game originally,
but
but I'm not a nerd. I'm not gonna blah 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 about it.
Drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm taking that one.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Anarchy.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Shut
I'm
up.
not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I'm sorry.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me.
This is the reason why my dad has an anarchy sign on his body.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
I don't care about her.
She's been waiting.
I don't have a life. I have myself. This better not be the right way. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Oh.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we
Bread.
go.
Our bread
I want you
teleported.
to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
No.
They want to commit their life to you.
Probably,
I'm
actually.
trying
I
to
don't
make a
know if
point
I
here,
did or
Stanley.
not.
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I remember back then I would just touch the breast of a
This is a
mannequin.
very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Uh-oh. Good morning.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Also, like, I would like,
There, pushing
touch it as a
buttons,
joke.
doing exactly what he's told
Wait.
to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Eating
Now
lunch.
he's going home.
That's the E, right?
He's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I want food. Oh.
But in his mind, In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
I want some
From behind his
interactables,
desk,
please. I want
Stanley
interactables.
dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oi.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he
Man, what
imagined
the
that
hell?
one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the
Wait,
earth.
imagine if that's how you die. Like,
Excited him
I don't know, imagine how, like, if death was like that. Like, you know.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either.
Yeah, sure. But imagine, like, that was.
It barely even
Imagine if
mattered
that was,
what lay
like,
behind each
you
door.
know,
The mere thought
how you die.
that
Like,
his decisions
when you
would
die, you
mean
just.
something was
Everyone
almost
is.
too
It just doesn't
wonderful.
exist anymore.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over.
Alright.
Wishing beyond hope that it would never end. That he
I hope
always feel
voice mod
free.
would stop
Surely there's an
stopping.
answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Love you.
But there is no answer.
Oh, come on.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
I knew it was gonna be
The
like
longer
that.
he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Oh,
He won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll
we started.
understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
no,
I'll try once more
you're
to
very
convey
different.
this to him. I'm compelled to. I
Because
must.
I'm
Perhaps-
ugly
well,
and you're
maybe this
very
time you'll
ugly.
see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And
Please
Stanley pushed a
die.
button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh. Is that just eternal hell? Well,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
wait, did it update? Oh. What if I get all the computers? Oh. I get it. I knew it was gonna be something like that. But how do I know that? I don't watch YouTube.
When Stanley
I
came
promise,
to a
I
set of
promise, I
2
promise. I
open
don't watch
doors,
YouTube.
he entered the
I
door and
promise.
left.
Well, let's go. Damn it. Alright, over
Yet
here.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming
Gun
to a
down.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm not going upstairs.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because
Well,
he
I would
believed
absolutely be
everyone had
scared.
vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
You are
All of my
very
coworkers
crazy. Let's go to
blinking
the car.
mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley
Why do I
pondered
feel
this,
like a
he
change?
began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Ooh.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
It is real.
He came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled.
This is all a
a
dream.
dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer.
You should have
an
pinched yourself
explanation.
instead of just saying,
His coworkers
I'm
were
dreaming.
actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to
Let's
gently float
fly.
above the ground.
Ooh.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Oh my
How was
god.
he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
He's
And while he
thought.
thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was,
I wonder how
of
much I
course,
did it.
this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Have you ever tried to exit a dream and it's like really hard
Stanley.
and he couldn't?
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up.
Let me wake up, let me wake up.
I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
And
All I
my,
want is my life
I don't know.
exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything.
No, you're
will be
very
fine.
abnormal.
I am okay.
Uh-oh.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real.
We're gonna start
I must be. Can
reenacting
anyone
it.
hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Who's Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled
Who's
through
that
town
guy?
talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Ooh.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way,
Stanley's such a loser.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important
But also that woman's such a loser.
impressions on her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
A dead body. I really don't give a crap about that dead body.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What if
What did it
I...
mean?
Yeah,
Stanley
let's
decided
find
to go
that
to the meeting room.
prompt.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Find the prompt thingy again. Where's that? What is that thingy at? I'm gonna have to find it. A copy paper.
Stanley went around. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Why did I press it? Why do I really want to press the, you know, that? What was it called? Command menu. Why did I try to press the command prompt? Because, look, it's because this game runs so
Stanley
good.
came to a set of two
I don't
open
give a
doors.
crap.
He entered the door on his left.
Alright, let's... Wait, am I repeating something? Let's begin the game again. Alright, let's...
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never
Boy.
be alone ever again. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I think there's like something else here.
Wow.
Where-
Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Let's go over here.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yeah, I'm interested about this one. I'm not getting back on track. I'm going to
But
hell.
Stanley didn't want to go back
Don't
to
check
the
on the
office.
headphone
He wanted
port.
to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's,
Wait.
left.
Thank you.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Wait, you're gonna do that.
No.
I know you're gonna do that.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Wrestling papers.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes.
Right,
I've got
left,
it now. This
down,
story is absolutely,
right,
definitely
left. I don't know.
way.
Ooh. Truck. Lightning McQueen here.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
Rubbish.
Story completely unusable.
Britain.
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the
Oh, come
beginning.
on.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, what if I do it at a...
Stanley... Wait,
Ooh.
what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
Yes.
Did you move the story somewhere or a... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Please don't. Okay. What is the story? I can bet that this is infinite loop. Ooh. This is a lot. Oh, look over here.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh, come on.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, what's that door? I don't remember that door being here.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yeah, open it. Thank you. When I always use a crosshair, I hate it.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
Oh,
The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
infinite loop. Oh, what
Now
the?
this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the
James
story?
be like.
I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
No, I don't
Well,
remember
you know
saying.
what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Yes.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh, come on.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Ooh.
Just follow the line. How simple is that? You see? The line knows
This game
where
is
the
so
story
dynamic.
It
I
can
could
lead
like
this
do
direction.
500
Stanley,
tries in
to
one
destiny.
single ending or something. I don't know.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story
Like I
there?
could break it and get
Or
a
put
whole,
it another
totally
way,
different
Is
ending.
the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what
I'm
we
not
need
Tony
right now
Hawk.
is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
That felt so out of place. It better not be copyrighted.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
What fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Fern.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
There's a box nearby it. It's on this.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
Not the
Restart.
spoilers. No. It's a fern.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Well,
we're intelligent people.
you gotta
right?
be kidding me.
Why can't we make up our own story?
Ooh.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
What direction? Oh. There. So,
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
oh no.
Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley.
Let's go to the back rooms.
I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome
I like how the
story.
line is a company.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Oh, I try to acknowledge it.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story
If
is
I was in
our
here, I
control.
would-
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Mustn't?
In fact, I believe I
What
need
the
a
heck
minute
is
to
the
think
word
here.
mustn't?
Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're
I always
trying
go into circles when I'm right in my.
this door.
I always go walk in
here.
circles
And that in
for some reason.
turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Logic.
Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
This is confusion, I think.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
17 minutes.
Confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
Oh my god.
Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be.
18 minutes.
I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped
Nonsense,
like this.
philosophy,
I won't
and
restart
music.
the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped.
Ooh.
Does that mean did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you
We're gonna have to
agree?
wait.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey.
We're in the
They're
journey.
always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
That scared me.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
At 4:20. What if I...
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
The confusion in it was kind of funny. Or no, kind of scary.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-worker.
Where's that thing yet? Oh, wait, I don't know. It's not there. The music. I'm gonna check every door because it's an open door in that window. Wait a minute. Wait a
Stanley
minute.
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered
Did
the
that
door on his
change?
left.
I felt the change. I had to change, right?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
It's open now.
Coming to a staircase,
Oh.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't. I'm trying to find a different ending. I don't want to like go into the boss's office. I'm trying to like get something different. I can't read that. No, I already discovered that one. Let's restart the game. Whoa.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Hey, we got
decided
something.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait. No. That's.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Oh.
Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Wait, Dogma. I want to turn on Dogma. This is special. The whiteboard ending. All my clicks are now just, dog noises.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime.
I cannot stop pressing the button.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Wait, is there ending if I like keep?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Wait, what if I keep? Oh, not the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I need to interact with everything I can find. Wait a minute. No. Yes, I knew it was gonna be like that. How can I find this stuff? I thought it was like impossible. Like, I don't know. That's weird. Hey, I heard that sound. Love that music. Finally. What? Was that all a prank? Yeah, that was all a prank. Oh. Oh, wait.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley
I
was
can't
once
play the
again
piano?
stunned
This is a
to
bad
discover
game.
not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss...
No, I gotta restart the game. What if I
All of his
find...
co-workers were
I gotta
gone.
find that
What could it
computer.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
wait.
he had simply missed a memo. No matter how...
Restart it again. I bet I get... There's so
All his
much endings
co-workers
that I like
Wait,
get...
No, this isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
I think I went too fast. I need to... Oh man, I don't have dog mode on.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the
I need
meeting
to
room,
search
and
up
Stanley knew
every
it perfectly
computer.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Why did I go there? I
Yet
need
there
to...
was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I want to go to the broom closet. Oh, come on.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It's gonna lead me to that area. Damn it. Where's that computer at? I'm not gonna go there. I don't know what I'm doing.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching
Oh
of
my
life from a
God.
man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Is this different
What
way to
could it
explain it?
mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What's over here? Oh, come on. Wait, what if I turn it on? I might be wasting time for the viewers, even though they probably won't even watch it here, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door
Oh,
that
yeah, I
read
remember this
Mind
one.
Control Facility.
I forgot about
Although
this one.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Yeah, that'll be it. Hi, violent death. I hope he dies.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nah.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward. And
This is
willingly
concrete.
confront his death.
Hi, Dale. Hi, Dale. Oh. Say what? Oh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Why am
he
I lagging?
reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this
no.
world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Now, what if I crouch?
Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye.
Farewell, Stanley.
I thought it
cried the
crashed.
narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Yes. Oh. I thought I said let's play.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I don't think he knew anything.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
Office
Do you see
layout.
that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I was dead. There's that two doorway area. Oh. Let's look at these button sounds. I can bet this is like a test room. Filing cabinets. Office computer. The boss's office. Office clock.
Walked over the bridge.
Here's a museum.
Pushed the big red button.
I did not press the big red button. Wait, but that might mean that there's a big red button here. Yeah, let's like restart the game.
I can't wait to
I'm
tell this
back
story
alive.
to my co-workers, Stanley thought.
Whoa.
How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Wait.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Stanley
to
had never seen the office
find
this
the
brightly
computer.
lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Where's that computer? Where's that computer? Wait, it could be my computer. If I can't find any here, I'm gonna have to go into my computer. Hey. Ooh. Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. Why are there so many shapes? Oh, I'm gonna press all these buttons. My eyes. Oh God. What do I do? Wow. Let's restart the game. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in heaven. That's the thing. If I like. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Alright, let's like do something else. Is there
I
any
can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh,
You know
won't
what?
we all
Let's end
just
the video
laugh and
right
laugh
off
at
there.
the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
I hope you enjoyed. Anyways, that'll be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a great time. It's a pretty long game. I'll play more of it. Anyways, I'll see you later. Goodbye.